Welcome to Lent in 5 minutes. We're having a Lent group here at Maidenhead URC, and we're just looking at a Bible passage and looking at a biblical character, and we're asking after their experiences, how did they survive that? Well, how were they after that experience? So just a short reflection. I'm going to summarise some of our conversations now, so if you weren't able to be with us, you still get a gist of what we're talking about. And our opening character is Elijah, Old Testament, and a fascinating story. So basically, I'm going to summarise. It's a long scripture passage this morning. We've got Ahab and we've got Elijah. And Elijah is saying to Ahab, hold on a minute. Let's just take a breath here, because I am the only true prophet of the one God. There are so many other prophets who worship Baal and other gods, but they also claim allegiance to Yahweh, to God. Which side are they? How do they work out? Where's their allegiance? I am absolutely clear that my allegiance is with the one true God. So he sets a challenge for people. And he says, I'll tell you what, gather 450 prophets of Baal and me. And we're going to go up to a mountaintop, and then we're both going to have a bull. This is what I suggest, that the prophets of Baal go first, and they cut open the bull. They set it on an altar. I'll do the same afterwards, and we'll pray for our God to set fire to the burnt offering. So the prophets of Baal go, yeah, great deal. I'm sure that's going to work. So, of course, they go first, and you know where this is going. The prophets dance, the prophets pray, the prophets shout to their gods, and nothing happens. Elijah taunts them a little bit and says, do you know what? It's quite possible that your God is either meditating or sleeping, or he's gone on a journey. So pray a bit louder, shout a bit. So the prophets dance more, they shout more, they even cut themselves. And there's nothing. And then Elijah says, it's my turn. So Elijah says, right, here we go. Hold on. Before I have my go, chuck some water over it. Right, that's all done. I'll tell you what, throw some more water over it. Do you know what? Let's do it 3 times. Chuck more water on it. And then Elijah prays. And fire from God comes down and sets fire to that bull. It's an amazing story. And one that's not very Lent for us, if you like. We're in the season of Lent. Because firstly, it feels like Elijah is testing God. We're told and warned about shouldn't put the Lord our God to the test. And yet, perhaps there's something here that is very much about that under a claim of righteousness. Perhaps where we are in the world at the moment, perhaps it's okay to want to show God's power at work in the world. Perhaps if not by fire coming down from the heavens, than by our actions. We spoke about various echoes in this story of sacrifice, and even talked about Jesus being the ultimate sacrifice, of course. And we talked about how in the Bible there are these echoes that happen, reminding us that one part of the Bible is often linked with another part. So the Garden of Eden being a garden of creation, the Garden of Gethsemane starting recreation. So lots of echoes there in the Bible. But we also noted that actually after this amazing event that Elijah did, Elijah got quite depressed and quite down, and actually said, Lord, my life is done. I'm finished. And God eased Elijah back with food, with water. And perhaps just as the prophets of Baal had looked for the big, glorious signs of their gods, so Elijah too looked for God in the wind the earthquake, and of course the fire. And yet, God wasn't in any of those. God was in the still, small voice, the still presence. Be still, for the presence of the Lord, the Holy One, is here. Perhaps in all the confusion of the world at the moment, in all the pain, in all the suffering, in all the angst, perhaps our call now is to listen and look for God in the stillness and the calm. We had a great discussion. That was some of our thoughts and findings from our week. So that's week 1 of Lent. So this may have been helpful for you, hope so. Our sessions are live here in church, but we're also Zooming. If you would want to Zoom in and join us as a hybrid experience on Zoom while we're meeting, then just get in touch and we can give you the information. But we'll do these little summaries of our Lent discoveries as we go through our journey towards Easter. Take care and God bless.